folks, the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct has just wrapped up, and my excitement has gone from a 5 out of 10 to an 11 out of 10. From Pauline being shown to brand new features we didn't know about to a brand new Donkey Kong Nintendo product, let's recap the whole thing, break it all down, and give my thoughts on it. So the Direct began a touch abruptly. We got a nice look at the moon, and we hear a singing voice. Now at first, I didn't actually put 2 and 2 together until somebody in my chat said, "Oh, it's Pauline." But it didn't make total sense. You see Donkey Kong diving around with this rock, having some fun, of course. That's who he is. He's expressive now. And through a few more cutscenes showing some villains, saying Bananza, showing the Odd Rock, showing Donkey Kong, you get this big reveal, and inside the Odd Rock is Pauline. Now, in the rock, she does look to be a younger Pauline, and she seems to be a big companion in this game. All throughout the gameplay in this Direct, you would see Pauline on Donkey Kong's back everywhere. But as we look at every single scene during this game as Donkey Kong and Pauline travel around, you cannot find a scene where Pauline is not on Donkey Kong's back. It's surprising to me that they were able to hide Pauline for this long. If you look at the previous Direct gameplay, there is no Pauline. If you look at the Nintendo Treehouse, there's also no Pauline. She was nowhere to be found. We did see her on a leaked cover art, so that kind of spoiled things. But otherwise, she is a full-on companion in Donkey Kong Bonanza. And if you missed the beginning of this Direct, they didn't show too much crazy stuff, just Donkey Kong can punch, he can climb, he can jump. There's a dive punch, roll forward. We're kind of just getting an overhaul of all of his brand new moves. He can climb the monkey bars. Bro, it's just like me in first grade. You can tear off, which means you can take rocks from out of the ground or out of mountains and throw them around. You can tear up turnips too, which, you know, little Animal Crossing inspiration by Chip. Probably not. We even get a look at some combat here with Donkey Kong taking a stone out of the dude's head, and he's probably gonna use it against him. And in Donkey Kong Bonanza, you're pretty much just a smashing, wrecking machine. The only other feature that I will point out that I thought was really cool is the chunk jump. You can take a stone out of the ground or wherever and use it to double jump, essentially. Oh, but I should mention, Turf Surf looks pretty cool. You can also surf on these stones. What can't you do? So we know Donkey Kong's moves, but guess what? Pauline also has moves. By her making music, Donkey Kong knows exactly where to go on the map. And you can also unlock secrets with that feature as well. Then we got a decent look at the story and some of the NPCs and characters involved. We don't have many names for these characters, but we can see they're all in that funky, expressive mode. We, of course, also have the boys, Cranky Kong and Rambi, returning from previous Donkey Kong games. We always love seeing them back. And then something that I couldn't really believe myself was that Pauline seems to have a lot of voice acting in this game. And not only voice acting, but Pauline has a lot of singing to do. And when she sings, Donkey Kong transforms into his final smash, it seems. We have Kong Bananza, and he just goes wild. He gets all these new powers. He blows up in size. But that's not all. Nintendo took a bit too much inspiration from the Elephant Mario, and now Donkey Kong can turn into a freaking zebra. I was going wild when I saw this. It reminded me too much of Elephant Mario, but you know what? I don't mind it. I guess turning characters into animals makes people go wow, so, you know, I'll accept it. But if you thought it was over, bro can also turn into an ostrich. He can fly around, and as you'll notice, Pauline is always there, man. She's a big character. You can drop egg bombs with the ostrich ability. I mean, this has got to be Game of the Year, no? I'm sorry, I'm probably getting too hyped up with that. It's not Game of the Year yet. It's not even out. We also get a look at some villains. We have freaking Ganondorf on the left. No, it's not Ganondorf, but it is Grumpy Kong, so is it Cranky Kong's dad? I don't know. We got Poppy Kong, and we have Void Kong, the CEO of the operations of the Void Co. company. And listen again.
More? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Pauline's got the voice acting, which maybe all that voice acting is to be expected, but I'll be honest, I didn't expect it. And there's also some challenges in Donkey Kong Bonanza with the ancient ruins. You fall down in here, and then you have challenge course ruins where you have to do a certain challenge in a certain amount of time. And I love things like this because it really adds from the main story. You know, if you get bored of the main story and you want to do something else, you have these now. And of course, those challenge course ruins also include some 2D Donkey Kong, so you can't go wrong with that. That's the original roots. I just love that Nintendo was like, well, we won't give you a 2D Donkey Kong, but we can kind of give you a 2D Donkey Kong. In spirit, at least. And then something else that I love in video games is skill points and upgrade trees. The more that you collect the brand new Banandium gems, you can upgrade Donkey Kong's skill, whether it be his health, his power, anything like that. See how they have 14 skill points? If you want to upgrade Donkey Kong's punch power, you need 2 of those skill points. And you upgrade him and make him stronger over time. It seems like a small feature, but I love when games have this. I want to keep on playing more and more and more, just to make Donkey Kong a whole lot stronger. You can even learn the Surf move. Basic name, but not a basic move. And if you thought this game couldn't get any better, the reason why my excitement shot up, there's a style shop. You can get brand new outfits for Donkey Kong and Pauline. You can even change the fur color of Donkey Kong, which is not what I was expecting. I mean, look at how many freaking options there are. Look at how fresh they look when they're sporting the blue. And what you'll also notice is all of these clothing items actually have a bonus. The treasure tie that Donkey Kong is wearing increases the chance a treasure chest will appear as you destroy terrain by 10%. And these clothing items even have levels. So I imagine if you upgrade the treasure tie to level 2, maybe it'll go up to 15%. And guess what? There's even a music player. You can listen to a bunch of Donkey Kong music with it. And when you defeat enemies, you might even get a brand new song. And guess what, folks? My Donkey Kong fans, the DK rap is in the game. It played in the background of this direct for a few seconds. Oh, you gotta love hearing it. Also, there's a teleportation feature in Donkey Kong Bonanza, or should I say, teleport. No, that's not a mispronunciation. These eels will teleport you to a different location. There's a photo mode. I don't know Nintendo's recent obsession with photos in games, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, this photo right here pretty much sums up the whole game. Bro's got 1, 2, 3 eyes. And then guess what? If you have that annoying sibling that wants to play with you, co-op play exists. Player 1 is Donkey Kong and player 2 is Pauline. Player 2 can use the mouse mode to fire off Pauline voice word things. Pauline will scream and whatever she said will fly into the world and will destroy things. And with that feature, whoever's using the mouse mode with Pauline can copy gold and fire off gold words now. So there's a lot for player 2 to enjoy. It's also cool how it's like a whole different dynamic. One person has the Pro Controller, the other guy has the mouse mode. And if $70 is too much for you to buy Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can game share. So if a buddy has it, you can play as well. Now, the person the game is being game shared to will most likely play as Pauline. You can't play the game if you don't buy the game, but you can co-op with the game. And guess what? You don't even need a Nintendo Switch 2 for it. You can play as player 2 on a Nintendo Switch 1. Also, something very cool to point out that my buddy Alonzo pointed out, if you look at the game share session, they're game sharing with somebody named Max. That's my name. Nintendo gave me a shout out. I'm gonna run with it. Look, that's me, guys. That's me. I'm playing. And then Nintendo cut to this screen, and right here, if you pause, you can see there's some sort of amiibo support there. They didn't show that part right away. They went to showing off how there's an easy mode in this game, where essentially you take half the damage that you would usually take in normal mode. And then they showed off like a Mario Paint looking Donkey Kong thing where you can carve out shapes and paint these heads. You can paint this Donkey Kong head to make it look like him. I mean, what is this mode? We're getting crazy with the mouse features here. Bro's got a sick haircut. And so this mode is called DK Artist. It would be cool if it was called DK Paint, but it's not. But look, man, you can make Mario heads, Bowser heads, whatever that is. A pizza slice was that? Hang on. Yeah, that's a pizza slice. You can get crazy in this game, man. And then here comes the amiibo. All my collectors stand up. We're getting a Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo figure. By buying it and scanning it in, you will get the diva dress for Pauline. And guess what? All of your old Donkey Kong amiibo work as well. Even these Super Nintendo World Donkey Kong wristbands, which is a brilliant touch. I hope whoever has those gets some real special stuff with that. I don't have one, but now I have to buy one. And scanning in those guys will get you 4 Kong letter tiles, which you can throw, and they are explosive. Every amiibo works, they just don't all work the same. And then we got a cutscene of Pauline's voice acting, and you just get quite the beautiful ending reel of everything that Donkey Kong Bonanza is about. It gets you excited for July 17th. We're not not far from it. And Pauline once again shows off her singing ability. I mean, this game, you can ride around on Rambi. This is phenomenal. I mean, honestly, before this direct, I had pretty low expectations for the game. Now, they're a lot higher. And if you're wondering why Pauline is not in the game's cover art as of recording, maybe they'll change it. Yep, they just announced the change. I think she died right there. I'm just kidding, she didn't die. And then at the end, they reiterated the amiibo will be available on the same launch day as the game. Now, we don't have a confirmed price for the amiibo yet, but it's pretty safe to bet this will be $30. Because that's what all these Zelda ones cost, so it'd make the most sense. Also, it's pretty elaborate having Donkey Kong on there and Pauline. And listen, I can let it slide this one time because that amiibo looks very freaking cool, but I would really hate if this is the brand new norm for all amiibo. That's my only complaint here. But in terms of the whole direct, I would give this direct, I'm not even trying to glaze, as the kids say. Where did that word come from? But listen, man, am I crazy for saying this is the best direct of the year, even including the Tomodachi Life one last March? I mean, I thought we had seen all of the game. We didn't even see close to it, and we got all of it shown in this direct. I'm so hyped now for July 17th. I'm not great at showing it, unless I am. I don't know. I can't tell. This truly is starting to seem like a Mario Odyssey caliber game. It always felt like that might be the case, but now we have that confirmed. But folks, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see another Nintendo video from me, click over here. If you want to subscribe to my main channel or my Nintendo podcast channel, click over there, and I'll see you all soon. Adios.